I'm sure by now you've seen a Dodge Charger or Challenger Scat Pack and even the Hellcats causing havoc at a local car show near you. But have you ever wondered what's the difference between the Dodge Scat Packs and the Dodge Hellcats? Like, yeah, sure, the Hellcat sounds cooler and meaner, but today I want to take you on a journey with me to fully understand the differences between these two trims, what makes them each so special, and finally, which one is the best bang for your buck. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. Starting with what stands out immediately between the two trims being the performance itself, with the Dodge Scat Packs, which are a trim available on the Dodge Charger, and the Challengers, coming equipped with a 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8 Hemi engine, producing 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, allowing these cars to do the 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds and the quarter mile in the 12.5 second range, while weighing around 4,300 pounds each respectively. This V8 Hemi engine is paired with a 8-speed automatic transmission on both of these cars, with a 6-speed manual transmission available on the Dodge Challengers only, which I really appreciate them having even up until the final year of production in 2023. While the Hellcats, introduced in 2015, come paired with a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 Hemi engine producing 707 horsepower from the years 2015 through 2018, because in 2019, Dodge decided to upgrade the numbers to 10 extra horses, now sitting at 717 horsepower, allowing this trim to now do the 0 to 60 mile per hour in just 3.6 seconds and a quarter mile in 11.7 seconds, making it almost a full second faster than the Scat Packs, with the best part being that the Challenger still came with an optional 6-speed manual transmission. Given the fact that both of these trims are equipped with a big old V8 engine in the front and a rear-wheel drive capability, it's safe to assume that you will be given some meaty tires to handle that power so you wouldn't spin, right? Right? Dodge didn't think so, as they threw on some 245, 45, 20 all-around tires on the Scat Packs and thought that they would be just fine when they were first introduced, until people started complaining, and finally they upgraded them to much needed 275 40/20s, which is also the same size that came on the narrow body Hellcats as well. And I must say, as a owner of a Scat Pack and a Hellcat, even the 275 40/20s still are not wide enough for neither one of these trims. We do have to give Dodge credit though, because on the wide body trim Scat Packs and the Hellcats, they made sure that you were equipped with some 305 35/20 tires that of course improved the 0 to 60 mile per hour and the quarter mile time on both the wide body trims. The 305 35/20s are the same size that I ran on my narrow body Scat Pack and my narrow body Hellcat, and I have to say that these are much better, given the fact that my Scat Pack would not spin at all during takeoff with 305s on, but the Hellcat would still spin in first and second gear, but not as drastically as it would with those stock 275 40/20 tires it came with. Speed isn't the only important thing in a fast car, however, since you can go as fast as you want, but if you can't slow down on time, it's kind of pointless. But that was all really just a setup for me to tell you all about these Brembo brakes that come standard on both of these trims. However, the Scat Packs receive these 4-piston Brembo brakes all around, while the Hellcats receive these much bigger 6-piston Brembo brakes on the front for obvious reasons. On the interior of the Scat Pack, you are greeted with these checkerboard cloth seats on the standard models, but of course you can always opt in for the suede and leather seats that provide you with heated and ventilated options, alongside this 8-inch infotainment system that allows you to choose between the different modes you would like your car to be in, ranging from an eco mode that shuts off 4 out of those 8 cylinders, letting you save money on gas on long road trips, all the way to the track mode, which stiffens up the suspension and steering for a much funner and intense driving experience. All of these features that I just talked about come standard on the Hellcats, but of course one major difference, which is these Hellcat stitchings you will see all over your car, reminding you that you are indeed a big baller. But let's be honest, you probably don't even care about the stitches on the seats, since you're too distracted with the supercharger whine anyways. Now everything we discussed will lead me to my last comparison between the two, which is the starting MSRP on these trims, with the cheapest starting MSRP on a Dodge Scat Pack being right around $42,000 while they were new, and the cheapest Hellcat trim is found right around $65,000, giving it a difference of right around $20,000 more on the Hellcats on average. Personally, I can tell you for sure the experience you have in a Hellcat is much more different than a Scat Pack, but that's of course expected since the cars are essentially the same, but the Hellcat is just way faster. But that doesn't mean the Scat Packs aren't a good choice, since 500 horsepower is still way too much for a daily driver. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. And also, let me know what kind of cars you would like to see me compare next.